Hello and welcome to -4 points. This is a place for fantasy football where we follow my FPL journey. I try to help you along the way. I give you little bits of tips. This season has been an average season. We've not had a great season. However, this game week just gone, -4 points, had a very good week. I had the best week of my season so far. So is this a sign of recovery? Is this signs, just potential green shoots that we're going to have a strong finish to the season? There's still 10 game weeks to go. It's lots to play for still. I've had a nice green arrow this week, so hopefully that continues. So let's get going. Let's get going with the FPL roundup. Let's have a look at how we did last week in game week 28. Here it is. Here's the piece of art, the glory that was my performance in game week 28. Now, this is -4 points. The channel's called -4 points. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at -4 points. And we're called -4 points because I take far too many hits. I always have throughout all my years of playing fantasy football. I've always taken an FPL hit here and there. -4 points is a common thing that I hear myself thinking. But last week I took 4 transfers, a -12 points last week. And this is proof where hits can be good. Hits aren't always a bad thing. You shouldn't always be scared of hits. I took a -12 and got 140 points last week, which was definitely worth it. I brought in Mendy, James, Willock, and Lacazette. Apart from Willock, all of those players got more than 4 points. They all individually justified their inclusion for the hits because the players that I replaced them for all didn't do better as well. So taking hits works. -4 points is a good thing. And this is, look at last week. So we got Mendy with 7. It could have been better as well, by the way. Reece James was my captain. After the first game, when he did so well, I was thinking, brilliant. This is going to be amazing because he's got Norwich to come. So Reece James in his harder game had done well. And then he had Norwich to come. I was convinced Reece James was going to do amazing. Unfortunately, he gets injured, doesn't play the second game. So the captaincy could have been much better. Mendy, Chelsea conceded a penalty. Mendy gets booked as well before the penalty. Concedes the penalty, loses the clean sheet. Mendy could have done a lot better. Digne didn't play the first game. I think it was COVID possibly. So Digne didn't play one of his games. Not really much from Willock. I did have the captaincy on Coutinho. On the last video, my captaincy was on Coutinho. But if you follow me on Twitter at -4 points, you will have seen I changed my captaincy last minute from Coutinho to Reece James. So if I'd have left it on Coutinho, I would have done slightly better as well with the captaincy. Broja, 4 points. 2 games, 4 points. Jimenez didn't start the first game. Luckily, he came through in the second game with a goal and 2 bonus points. But Jimenez could have been better. So it was a really good game week. I played the bench boost as well. And as you can see from my bench, I've got Saka 12, Trent 12. Salah only 3, which is rare for Salah. Forster could have done better as well, 2 points. But considering I played my bench boost and only 1 player in my squad got 1 point, it's a fairly good return. It was a good use of the bench boost. I find bench boost is the hardest chip often to play. I don't usually like the bench boost, so I'm happy that I've almost got it out of the way now. I don't like using the bench boost too late in the season because you basically, if you're playing your bench boost, you need to think about your bench boost weeks before and you need to prep your team to have a good bench. So now that I've got the bench boost out of the way, I can focus on removing all the money from my bench and just having all the money in my starting 11 because I'm not going to need that bench boost all season. So 140 points. It's a good green arrow. I basically went up 200k rankings. I was on 500 and something, 580 I think something in my overall rank last week. Now it's 369k. We're moving in the right direction. We're going to finish the season strong. That's what we want to do. Great game week rank of 44k. So yeah, we're in a good position now. The squad's in a fairly healthy place. I've still got my free hit and my triple captain to play, which gives me options, and we're looking good for next week. So speaking of next week, speaking of game week 29, let's have a look at what I'm thinking of doing and how I'm lining up for game week 29. So this is my team for game week 29. So far I've done one transfer. Now, if you've seen this channel before, you'll know that's rare. You'll know that's a bit of a rare thing. Just the one transfer so far. No -4 points hits as of yet. However, follow us on Twitter and Instagram where I will keep you updated. On the Saturday before the deadline, I do often get tempted. If team news comes out that a certain player is not going to play, I could do another transfer. But for now, it's Matt Doherty from Tottenham. He's coming in for Digne from Aston Villa. Now, Digne has tricky fixtures coming up, so that's why he's going out. And Doherty looks great. Now, this double game week for Spurs, even though it's away games, might not keep clean sheets, he's looking so attacking at the moment that he's in the team quite simply just for assists and potential attacking returns. So we're going to go Mendy in goal, who has Newcastle at home, should be an okay fixture. Reece James is in the team at the moment. However, I'm not expecting him to play. I am expecting Reece James to come off the bench, not play. He'll come off, and then Coutinho is my first substitute. So I'm going to be starting Coutinho. Even though West Ham away is not the easiest fixture, Coutinho is in good form and should be able to do well. So I'm not expecting Reece James to play, but if he does, Newcastle at home is a great fixture for him. So I'm putting him in the team just in the slight chance he plays. Trent has a double game week. Livramento has Watford at home. Livramento's not really been that great recently. Southampton aren't keeping clean sheets. He's gone a bit off the boil with the assists. However, Watford at home, surely. And the same goes to Broja up front in my team. Watford at home is surely last chance saloon for Southampton to get some points. After this, I'll be looking to either bench them or phase them out of my team. And Doherty, Manchester United away, Brighton away. Brighton away could still be a good chance for points for Tottenham. I mean, Brighton are in dodgy form at the moment. I'm hoping for the same thing from Salah as well. He's got Brighton away as his first fixture in the double. I'm just hoping that the Spurs and Liverpool players really take advantage of Brighton's sort of wobbly form at the moment. It's not really like Brighton. So I'm hoping that, nothing against Brighton, but I'm hoping the wobble continues so that Liverpool and Spurs get big points against them. And speaking of Salah, he's going to be my triple captain this week. Now, I should have played my triple captain back when Salah had those 2 easy games when everyone else triple captained him. But that week I played my wild card. And whilst I didn't get the juicy Salah triple captain points that week, my wild card worked really well. And it's part of why I had such a good week last week, because it was part of my wild card strategy to take last week's double game weeks into consideration. That's why I did so well. So yes, I didn't triple captain Salah on that week when everyone else did, and I should have done it, but that's set me up for some good game weeks after that. So I'm going to triple captain Salah this week, mainly because I want to get rid of that triple captain. I just think so far, I know there's going to be other double game weeks scattered here and about, but so far, this is the last confirmed double game week. There will be a few more double game weeks, but this is just the last double confirmed game week for Liverpool especially. So although it's Brighton away and Arsenal away, I do think that Brighton could potentially still be shaky, so Salah could get some returns there. Arsenal, if Liverpool are still in the title race, it's a huge game. If they get a penalty, Salah's going to take it. If they get a free kick, Salah could take it. Salah and a big game for Liverpool, you just think he could still get some returns. And the fact that Salah blanked in the last game week kind of makes me more confident he's going to get big returns this week, because Salah doesn't often go 2 or 3 games without returning. So he didn't return in the last game week. I'm expecting him to bounce back with some returns this week. So Salah is going to be my triple captain. Son, double game week. Willock, double game week. Saka, double game week. So I've got a midfield who are all playing in 2 games. And up front, Lacazette, I brought him in last week for Watford, and then the double game week this week. So Lacazette has 2 home games, double game week, and Broja, as we said before, Watford at home. Come on. Come on, Broja. I think he hit the bar or post in the last game. I saw a highlight where Broja came close in the last game. He needs to return. I'm hoping for big things from Broja. And then on the bench, it's an okay bench. The goalkeeper's got Watford at home. Coutinho, I'm expecting to come in for James. And Jimenez and Saiss, Everton away. They could get points there. Everton aren't in good form, so they could get points too. So bench looks strong. Doherty's the transfer in this week. I'm hoping to just do one transfer this week. It's getting close. I don't really want to be taking hits unless I can justify them. And everyone in my team has double game weeks, except for Chelsea players who have Newcastle at home and Southampton players who have Watford at home. So I think in those cases, one fixture should be enough for them to get good points. The rest all have double game weeks. So my team looks strong. We're not taking any hits and we're doing the triple captain. So we're hoping for big things this week. That's the team. Can we keep the -4 points good form going? Can we build on the last week where we had a good week? Let's see how game week 29 goes, guys. Good luck with your game week 29s. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. You know the YouTube game people. Help me out. That's my game week 29 people. And I'll see you next week for a review and a game week 30 preview. Take care.